Hello and welcome to Silver Spring, Maryland, here at Blair High School. I'm David Lewis, and alongside me, Sammy Krimstein. And tonight we have the Gaithersburg Giants at 9-6 at the top of the Cal Ripken League North Division, taking on the Spring-Tacoma Thunderbolts at 6-9 at the bottom of the North Division. These teams have each beaten each other once this season already, and the Giants are fresh off of a thriller in Bethesda that you were there for, Sammy.
I sure was, and what a thriller it was, David. I mean, you missed a doozy of a baseball game. 10-8 was the final, but that just does not tell the full story of that game. Giants got two big leads pretty early on, but each time the big train at home, they fought back, and it's never easy, right, against the big train, especially when you're playing on the road at Shirley Povich, but this Giants team persevered, and that's a theme that I've really liked to see this year. You know, they've had some bumps in the road, but here we are at a pretty solid point in the season, and they're sitting pretty comfortably in first place in their division. A chance to extend that lead here, playing the last place team in that division, the Thunderbolts, a team that, yes, has struggled so far this season, but they have a lot of talent all over the field. They can definitely get hot, so a team you don't want to take lightly, David.
Yeah, and I mean, the stat that really jumps out to me this early in the season, I mean, now we're midway through the season already, but the Giants' offense has only failed to score 3 runs in one game, and that was the 8-0 loss in Olney, a loss that sparked like a major team meeting from manager TJ Brockway with the pitchers and catchers mostly, but the entire team, and since then the team has looked a lot different.
Yeah, and that's really important. I mean, that's what I've noticed with this team. It has been offense. I mean, only failing to score 3 runs one time puts you in a good position to win a lot of baseball games, and that's exactly what the Giants have been doing. A win today would put them 4 games over the 500 mark. An impressive margin, especially considering where this team was last year. So this is a big one. Stepping in to lead things off for the Giants, it's going to be Cade Hentz.
Jacksonville University product will stand in, and he comes into this game with the most at-bats thus far among Giants hitters. Comes in batting .261. Beck Urofsky, the Cornell product, on the mound to start for the T-Bolts. First pitch from Urofsky, fouled off by Hentz.
Urofsky going to be sitting in the upper 80s. Isn't going to necessarily blow you away with the fastball, but he has good breaking stuff. He has some experience pitching in the Ivy League. He's heading into his junior season now.
0-1. One just misses low and outside. Now 1-1.
Yeah, and he is not afraid to whip out the breaking stuff. Did it right there just in the second pitch of the ball game.
1-1 to Hentz. Clips belt high. Count will go to 1-2.
And David, we're sitting right under the bleachers here. Basically the view you're getting on YouTube, and my favorite part, we get a great view of the pitch here at this location.
Yeah, that's for sure. 1-2 to Hentz. That one comes in almost above the helmet for Cade Hentz. Count will go even at 2-2.
Didn't quite get on top of that pitch. Let it get away from him.
2-2 from Urofsky. Fly it out right side and out of play. And what I've seen a lot from these Giants hitters is patient at-bats. They're really seeing the ball well this year. And another thing, too, is that in addition to those patient at-bats, you have a lot of guys like A.J. Martin, who hit the grand slam last night that you saw, and Aiden Robbins on this roster that are very aggressive. And we'll jump on the first pitch. This one fouled off right side again. And Hentz looking for ways to stay alive here.
Well, that was my favorite thing about that huge grand slam last night. It was A.J. Martin doing it in the 3rd inning. He swung at the first pitch. He got what he was sitting on, and he exploded on it. That's just good hitting.
2-2 from Urofsky. This one fouled off again right side.
And that's what they really like about Hentz in the leadoff spot. He's batting .261 on the season, but being able to extend at bats, just putting the bat on the baseball, that .260 batting average, not super impressive, but he's getting on base at a 370 clip.
I love to see that. 3 straight foul balls, and that one misses upstairs again.
Watch out, YouTube stream. That one almost got you up there.
Yeah, that happened a couple times when I was here back on June 2nd, the first time these two teams played. Now the count will go full to the leadoff man, Cade Hentz. This one he hits to the second baseman, Kim, who fields it cleanly, the throw over in time for the first out of the game. But I mean, that was a really good at-bat from Cade Hentz.
A phenomenal at-bat from Cade Hentz. Did not the result he wanted, but at the end of the day, you hit the ball hard, and you drew quite a lot of pitches out of Urosky. And they're going to want to get to the bullpen as quickly as possible against this T-Bolts team.
That'll now bring in Brady Powell back at second base for the Giants. First pitch to him misses outside. And you bring up getting into the bullpen, and that was something that heavily benefited the Giants last time they were here in Silver Spring, because in the first game of the season, the T-Bolts threw 5 pitchers and were already short-staffed for that second game of the season. Powell rips this one into center field and down for a base hit. Brady Powell continues to hit things right back up the middle for the Giants.
That's now Powell's 4th consecutive game with a base knock that he has started in. And yet he has been really, really good for the Giants. Still kind of coming back from TJ surgery that he had in August of 2023. But he is looking as good as ever here this summer.
That'll bring up Landon Runyon. First pitch is inside.
Talk about a guy, David, who's made an immediate impact on this team. He was brought in on, made a season debut Sunday, and since then he's just been a hitting machine. His average now up to 500.
Pickoff attempt not in time.
He's batting a clean 6 for 12. Had his first extra base hit with the Giants last night. I mean, I just love his swing. Really, really sweet. And now, spot in the batting order that reflects that, number 3.
1-0, fouled out of play left side. Count goes to 1-1.
And last night, a really good night at the plate. Went 3 for 5, but had an error in right field, got thrown out at first base. Those are some things that TJ Brockway, the manager, will look to see improvements on this summer.
1-1, runner goes. This one to the short second baseman, Matthew Kim, and it bounces over his head, and Powell will make his way to third base. And this funky field here at Blair High School gets the better of the second baseman, Matthew Kim, as now runners on the corners with just one away for the power hitter, Aiden Robbins.
Well, you say funky field, David, and that is absolutely right. I've played at this field here at Blair back in high school, and yeah, the hops in the infield, not great. The outfield even, especially at this time of day, the sun is going to set right over left field. So we could see some questionable defense because of the field conditions here today. Already one victim being Matthew Kim.
First pitch to Aiden Robbins, misses outside for ball 1.
Yeah, Robbins, a guy who's just been so good for the Giants this season. 355 on the year, still no walks. This is an aggressive hitter. He wants to get on base, courtesy of the base knock.
1-0, fouled up right side. And you mentioned the sun setting, and going back to that first meeting between these two teams was A.J. Martin almost getting an inside-the-park home run because 3 fielders, mainly the center fielder, lost it in the lights in that game. 1-1, clips just belt high. Count will go to 1-2.
Good take there. I would imagine he's probably looking fastball, got a slider, didn't bite.
1-2 to Urofsky. Runner goes. This one lofted into center field. Runyon's going to have to go back to first. Powell's on his way home. And the Giants score in the first inning here in Silver Spring yet again.
Getting on top early is huge for the Giants, as looks like almost a collision with the T-Bolts bat boy there, Aiden Robbins. But yeah, getting on top early is huge. The Giants did it yesterday, got out to a big 4-1 lead, and that's absolutely huge. Now it's going to be Will Burgess.
Will Burgess, one of the best Maryland JUCO batters and one of the best
JUCO batters in the country.
Yeah, I was about to say. First pitch to him inside.
Yeah, and Burgess has yet to really get his stroke this summer, batting right at the Mendoza line right now. But when this guy gets hot, it is incredible. I mean,
pickoff attempt not in time.
This spring, his slash line at Montgomery College, I keep bringing it up every broadcast, but 455, 552, 683 slug. That's like road to the show numbers right there, right? Really good stuff. So when he gets hot, right, he's going to be good.
So after 2 pickoff attempts, Yarovsky delivers. This one lofted into center field again. That one is caught by the center fielder, Jeff Sabater. What a catch to end the top of the first. And we'll step away after the Giants grab an early 1-0. Yep. Welcome back to Blair High School. I'm David Lewis. Alongside me, Sammy Krimstein. The first night for this broadcasting duo. We thank you for tuning in. And the first batter for the T-Bolts will be Jeff Sabater, who just made a leaping catch. I mean, full Superman out in center field to end the top of the first.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if the stream did it justice there, but really one of the better catches I've seen in this league.
First pitch to Sabater. On the mound for the Giants tonight is Keegan Johnson, making his second appearance and second start of the season. That pitch comes in for a ball. 1-0 from Johnson. Now 2-0.
Yeah, Johnson, his first outing of the season, didn't quite go his way, but he has been really good for Ball State, winning Freshman Pitcher of the Year in the MAC Conference. Really good stuff.
Yeah, that one misses inside, now 3-0. Little mistake with the stats there. It's all right. Johnson threw a heck of a game. That one comes in for strike, now 3-1 to the league leader in batting average, Jeff Sabater. But Johnson, in his first appearance at the Grays, went 5 innings, giving up 1 earned run, 4 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. That one inside for ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Jeff Sabater will bring up Ryan Quadros. And the funny thing about that start against the Grays was, as you could probably hear, we are under the bleachers here at Blair, so people are walking above us. But first pitch low for ball one, but that first start from Johnson at DC was actually, there was a massive break in between because of a lightning delay, and TJ Brockway decided to bring him back out after the delay. Runner goes, throw down from McNally is in time! A perfect throw and a perfect tag from second baseman Brady Powell to clear the bases.
Yeah, the Giants have been doing a really good job of that, no matter who is behind the dish. Getting base runners out at second base has been a strong suit for this team.
Yeah, very deep catching core for the Giants. 2-0 now to Quadros. That one misses upstairs, now 3-0. Johnson's got to be careful here as he's down 3-0 for the second batter in a row to start this game. That one misses way upstairs. 2 batters, 2 walks for Keegan Johnson.
But regardless, he has an out. I mean, that's what good defense is going to do. Sure helps him out as a pitcher, and hopefully it'll get him back into the rhythm we all know he can get into.
That'll bring up Brian Foster from Mount St. Mary's as the designated hitter tonight for the T-Bolts. First pitch to him finds the strike zone.
Foster hitting over 400 on the year. 0 for 2, though, yesterday with 2 walks.
0-1 swing and miss. Now 0-2.
That's Keegan's pitch right there. That breaking ball. Really tough to hit. We could see that movement nice and clear from our spot behind home plate. It's a great one.
0-2. This one fouled off left side.
Yeah, there it is again. He's not afraid to lean on that pitch when he needs to. Up 0-2. That's a good pitch. Maybe a little too much of the plate. And let's see if he tries to get him to chase here.
0-2 from Johnson. This one lofted into right field and down for a base hit. Rounding going third is Quadros, and he's in. Runners on the corners with 1 out here in the bottom of the first.
That ball really got eaten up by the grass. I think on a different field, maybe the runner doesn't advance, but the grass just kills the baseball, and the Giants right fielder cannot make the play.
Yeah, this outfield is so different from what it is back in Gaithersburg. Is here it's just 315 and 325 down the right and left field lines, where it's 350 around the entire fence. First pitch to Josh Erd misses way upstairs. To Josh Erd, misses just outside. Count will go to 2-0.
This is where you got to be careful. Erd, a guy with some pop.
.20 pitch from Johnson. That one misses outside again. Johnson struggling to find the strike zone here early in this game. This is the 3rd batter he's gone down 3-0 to. This is his 4th batter faced. That one misses outside. He walks the bases loaded. And
not how Johnson was looking to get his outing started here today. Now it's going to be Steve Thomas.
That'll bring out the pitching coach for the Giants, Vinny Capozza, to have a talk with his MAC Freshman Pitcher of the Year.
Yeah, and it's been a struggle finding the strike zone here in the early going, which is uncharacteristic for Johnson. Usually a guy who throws a lot of strikes. I mean, he struck out twice as many guys as he walked in the spring with Ball State. So he's looking to settle back in right here.
Yeah, I mean, what has been a very bad symptom of some Giants pitchers this season, especially in losses, is the amount of free passes that they give up. Walks have been a huge issue. They might out-hit teams, but if they don't keep runners off the base paths via walks and hit by pitches, then they find themselves in the hole quickly.
Batting now, left fielder number 49, Steve Thomas.
That'll bring up Steve Thomas. First pitch to Thomas. Right down Broadway for strike one. And Thomas comes into this game batting .375 against lefties. Has lefty Keegan Johnson on the mound as he tries to get a swing and miss, and he did not go, so count will go even at 1-1. One count to Thomas. Outside for ball two.
Yeah, this is a big spot in this game early on. Giants on top, but a base hit right here could change things.
2-1. That one clips the outside corner of the zone. Great pitch there from Johnson to battle back to make it even. 2-2. Bounces in. Count goes full.
Not a bad 2-2 pitch. Very competitive. Almost got him to bite. The breaking ball dips away at the last second. Now he's going to need something in the zone. You can't afford to walk.
Full count pitch to Thomas. This one hit to the shortstop, Cade Hentz, who fields it and throws across the diamond in time. So the T-Bolts tie the game. It's now one apiece. But the Giants get the second out of the inning, and now there's a runner on second and third.
Bases loaded, no outs, or 1 out, excuse me. That is far from the worst outcome. Yeah, it scores a run, but you get your out, and you get a step closer to getting out of the inning. He's going to have to stay locked in here.
First pitch fouled away by Ethan Warner.
Warner, the catcher, out of Westchester University, Pennsylvania guy.
0-1 to Warner. This one he hits hard into right field and through for a base hit. 1 run scores. Holding at third is Josh Erd. And I think that was a very wise hold by the third base coach.
Absolutely was. That throw absolutely nailed him. A good job in right field by Runyon to get it in on a line. But also a good piece of hitting for the T-Bolts, and that gives them now a 2-1 lead with a chance to extend. Not the start to his outing that Keegan was looking for.
Not at all, and that'll bring up Andrew Powers, who swings and misses the first pitch.
Yeah, really nice pitch there to start him off. I mean, he's been really since walking the first 2 guys. Johnson has looked all right. Just dealing with that traffic, easier said than done.
0-1 misses outside. They say he did not swing, so count will go to 1-1. One pitch from Johnson. Swing and miss. Now Johnson's 1 strike away from getting out of this first inning.
Brought him the heat there, and yeah, 1 strike away from moving things along and avoiding more damage.
1-2. This one hit right side and out of play.
Well, 2 strikes, usually you want to sit fastball, adjust to off speed, and that looked to be what Powers was doing. Was able to adjust enough to get the bat on it, get it out of play, and now he's going to live to see another day.
McNally sets up outside. 1-2. Swing and miss. Rung him up for his first strikeout, and that'll end the first inning. We'll step away as the T-Bolts grab a Welcome back on the Giants Broadcast Network. I'm David Lewis with Sammy Krimstein and Casey Gibbs leading off the top of the second inning as the Giants find themselves down 2-1.
Yeah, Gibbs, he had himself his best game of the year on Monday, going 3 for 3 with a 2-run homer.
First pitch to Gibbs. He squares to bunt. It's trickling down the first base line, and he's tagged out by the first baseman, Andrew Powers. That's a pretty heads-up play there.
Well, there is Andrew Powers, former St. John's guy, just like Casey Gibbs. Not sure if they would have crossed over because of age, but you better believe that Colin Gibbs would have played with Andrew Powers at St. John's. So they were colliding together at first base, two former cadets.
Yeah, there's a little chit-chat afterwards. All in good spirits, as that'll bring up Jaden Brown from Eastern Kentucky. First pitch to Brown. This is upstairs.
Yeah, Jaden Brown, we haven't seen him since Sunday. He's been struggling a bit as of late, going hitless in 4 out of his last 5, but we're hoping to see him get it going again.
1-0, finds the bottom part of the zone. And Brown, he has a lot of power when he pulls the ball. I mean, everyone does, but I mean, when he gets a hold of one down that right field line, he is going to unleash it. 1-1, misses high and outside. Now we'll go 2-1.
Yeah, and Brown also a two-way guy. I really like him on the mound as well. I don't know how much he's pitched for the Giants yet this summer.
Don't believe he has yet.
But I wonder if he'll get the opportunity because he is listed as both. And I would certainly love to see that left-handed arm of his.
That one finds the zone now, 2-2. Brown having to protect. Pitch on the way. Fouls this one off. Yeah, Jaden Brown thus far has been limited to the outfield in terms of games played. Has not yet made an appearance on the mound. 2-2 from Urofsky. That one misses way outside. Count goes full. Payoff pitch from Urofsky misses upstairs, and the Giants have their first base runner of the second inning.
I think that is 10th walk of the summer. The guy who hasn't been hitting the ball a ton, but still finding ways to get on base. Yeah, he's batting .233 heading into that at bat, and now over .425 on base. A big discrepancy there because he has been taking a lot of walks.
Yeah, 70-plus walks for this Giants offense already. First pitch to McNally. Misses upstairs. Count goes 1-0. Pickoff attempt not in time. And that was also one of the frustrating things that TJ Brockway highlighted in the early part of the season is a lot of base running mistakes, especially at first base, that just completely unforced. 1-0. That one clips the top of the zone. Now 1-1. One to McNally. Misses outside. Good take there from McNally.
Yeah, really good take by McNally. Tried to get him to chase a low breaking ball there. Couldn't get him to bite.
2-1 from Urofsky. That one misses high. Now the count goes 3-1.
And Urofsky, despite getting 2 runs of support in the first inning, is now losing his control a little bit, on the verge of maybe walking his second straight batter.
3-1 pitch. That one misses upstairs, and it is 2 straight walks for the Giants, and that'll bring up Colin Gibbs.
2 base runners now for Gaithersburg, and it looks like, just like last night, we may be on tap for an offensive battle. I mean, already 3 runs scored between the teams And we're only 1 out into the second inning. Giants have 2 base runners standing out there right now. It's going to be Colin Gibbs. He's only appeared in 4 games so far for the Giants. Only 1 hit, but he's only a rising freshman. You know, this is potentially his first time seeing college competition, so you would imagine he'll get adjusted sooner than later.
First pitch to Colin Gibbs. He swings at it, hits it on the ground of the third baseman. It gets through the third baseman and the shortstop. And the bases are loaded for Cade Hentz in the top of the order.
Put the ball in play and good things happen. That is what they say, and he didn't hit it particularly hard there, but the third baseman couldn't make a play. Shortstop couldn't get on it. And now top of the order, Cade Hentz. And a big opportunity for the Giants.
Yeah, that soft contact by Colin Gibbs there seemed to have stopped bouncing after it came off the grass, and third baseman Ryan Quadros didn't expect that, and shortstop Josh Erd did a good job of keeping it in the infield. First pitch to Hentz. Swings, hits this to the first baseman, who throws home to get the out, and they will not throw back to first, so the second out of the game is recorded at home as Jaden Brown did not get there in time.
Heads up play Powers, getting the force out at home. And that's why you like to pinch the corners defensively when the bases are loaded. Now it's going to have to be Powell. Powell among the team leaders in RBIs. Had to hit his last time.
First pitch to Powell. Misses just outside. One-0. Hits this one back into right center field, and that's down. McNally scores. Rounding is Colin Gibbs, and he'll score. And the Giants retake the lead, now 3-2, as Cade Hentz makes his way to third base.
And a really good piece of hitting. I mean, Brady Powell is just such a sweet swing. I love how he can take it the other way. A guy who certainly can pull it and has the power to get the ball out of the park, but is perfectly content with waiting an extra split second, staying back on the baseball, driving it the other way, does it that time for a base knock, and so far a back and forth affair in Silver Spring.
That'll bring up Landon Runyon for the second time this game. First pitch to him, misses outside. Runyon reached on that funky error, or you could call it a hit, as it bounced over the second baseman, Matthew Kim. I'm not sure how that was scored. Pickoff attempt not in time at first base. One 1-0 to Runyon. This is low and inside, now 2-0. Pitch, misses outside. Now 3-0. And Landon Runyon likely keeping the bat on his shoulder for this next pitch. We've seen a couple guys in this season get the green light with 3-0. Pickoff attempt not in time at first base. Seen a couple guys, mostly on opposing squads, get the green light on 3-0 pitches. But with 2 away, he does not swing, but strike anyway. Count goes to 3-1.
Yeah, and that was certainly a pitch to hit. But in a 3-0 count, with 2 outs especially, no reason to risk it.
3-1, runner goes. No throwdown, the count goes full. So 2 runners in scoring position now for Landon Runyon, as he faces a full count with 2 out here in the top of the second. The payoff pitch from Urofsky. Swing and miss by Runyon. And the Giants retake the lead. The score now 3-2, and we'll step away here on the Giants Broadcast Network.
Yes.
Welcome back on the Giants Broadcast Network. He's Sammy Krimstein, and I'm David Lewis.
Hello.
And Keegan Johnson back out for his second inning of work after a 27-pitch first inning where he gave up 2 runs. Swing and miss by Gabe Ruiz. He's already down 0-1.
Gabe Ruiz, a Paint Branch High School alum. So not too far from his home school here in Silver Spring.
0-1. This is just inside. Now 1-1. One from Johnson. Swing and miss by Ruiz.
And I like to see Johnson back in the strike zone here. Last inning went a lot longer than he anticipated, but this Giants offense, I mean, a pitcher's best friend, right? Getting them support, and it gives a pitcher confidence.
Strike 3 called, and it's back-to-back strikeouts for Keegan Johnson.
And yeah, it's only one at bat, but he sure looks like the Keegan Johnson we all love and know after a uncharacteristic first inning where he gave up 2 runs. And that's what he has to do, bottom of the order. Just get through him here, pound the strike zone, trust your stuff, and he's doing just that.
First pitch to Kim, he fouls off back into the netting. And the interesting note about Ruiz is I like to call him, unfortunately for him, a great hitter that Giants pitchers can get back to their normal groove to, is that's now his 18th strikeout of this Cal Ripken League season. 0-1 to Kim. Comes back inside over the plate. What a pitch. Kim's now down 0-2. From Johnson. Just misses outside. McNally thought that one came back just enough, but home plate umpire Michael Reno did not. One-two pitch. Swing and miss. 3 straight strikeouts now for Keegan Johnson.
Really impressive stuff from the rising sophomore. Keegan Johnson goes backdoor 0-2, doesn't get it, but the speed difference throws the hitter off, and he blows the fastball by him on the very next pitch. Really good stuff. I love the sequencing we're seeing from the Ball State sophomore.
That'll bring up Jeff Sabater. That one misses upstairs. Sabater walked his first time up and then was caught stealing by the Giants backstop McNally. 1-0 to Saboteur, right down Broadway. Count goes 1-1. Apologies for the live speed not working. We're not sure what's wrong with the TrackMan here in Silver Spring. 1-1 bounces in. Count goes to 2-1.
And 3-up, 3-down inning would be huge for the Giants here after regaining the lead in the top.
2-1 pitch from Johnson. That one misses low and outside. Now 3-1.
Pulled that one a little bit, got over his front foot a little too much, and now it's about making that adjustment and getting back to the zone.
Hitters count now for Saboteur. Pitch on the way. Swing and miss. Count goes full. Three-two pitch. Strike 3 called, and Keegan Johnson strikes out the side, and we'll go to the bottom of the top of the third. The Giants still. All right, we'll see. Welcome back to Silver Spring. First pitch to Aiden Robbins finds the zone. Swing and miss by Robbins. He's quickly down 0-2. O2 pitch from Urowski. This one lofted into right field and down for a base hit. 1-2. Robbins goes. Throw down. No tag applied. Stolen base for Aiden Robbins. And a ball. Count goes 2-2 to Will Burgess.
Burgess was certainly a big RBI guy during his ridiculous spring season at Montgomery College. Runner at second base. Here's a chance to extend this Giants lead a little more.
2-2 swing and miss by Burgess. And he's down on strikes.
Really good sequencing there by Yarovsky. He bounces between the breaking pitch and his fastball. That time rides him upstairs, gets a swing and a miss. And it's the first out of this top of the third inning.
That brings up the DH tonight for the Giants, Casey Gibbs. First pitch to Gibbs. Finds the zone.
Gibbs nearly hustled out a bunt base hit. Interesting that he decided to do that. I don't know if he's given a sign or not, because he's coming off his best game of the year Monday against the Braves, where he had 3 base hits and 3 at-bats.
0-1. This one lofted in the air, left side, right side, and ball. It's off the left fielder Steve Thomas's glove. Rounding third is Robbins. Throw home. Not in time. Robbins scores, and Gibbs makes his way all the way to third on the error by Steve Thomas, as that one went right off of his glove.
And that's what I'm talking about in left field. Not an easy play to make anyways, but he is battling the sun out there. I know it is setting right over his head, and it is, yeah, you can see him. He's putting his hand above his cap right now. I mean, it is just impossible to see over there in left field here at Blair. Maybe not the best field design where the sun is setting right in front of the outfielders, but it works out for the Giants there. It gets them an extra run, and a runner 90 feet away as well. Stepping in now is Jaden Brown.
First pitch to Brown, swing and miss on the elevated heat.
Yeah. What I like about Yarovsky's fastball has a little tail on it, and Brown definitely victim to it that time, as he chased a pitch that looked like a strike for a while and then curved out of the zone.
0-1, fouled back into the netting.
Yep, changing sides of the plate for Yarovsky. Starts him outside with the fastball, brings a slider in, and now he's got Brown on his toes, or I should say on his heels.
0-2, misses upstairs. Tried to get him again with that elevated fastball. That one a little too high for Jaden Brown's liking.
1 out here. Remember, anything Brown does to put the ball in play could very well score this run.
1-2, misses upstairs again.
Yeah. So the mindset, it can't really be, oh, let's drive one in the gap. Oh, let's get one out of here. It's got to just be put the ball in play any way you can, especially with 2 strikes.
2-2, fouled back towards us.
Woo! Good thing this netting is here. That is all I'm going to say.
Yeah, that's for sure. They leave us in this sort of metal cave.
Hey, it's kind of a vibe down here, though.
Yeah, I do like it. This one fouled off again by Brown.
Brown was fooled by that one, but a good hitter will make contact even on a pitch where they're fooled, and that's exactly what he does. Staying alive. That's all he's got to do, just like the Bee Gees.
2-2, misses just upstairs.
Good idea from Yarovsky. Exactly what you want to do. Backdoor with the slider. Didn't fall into the zone. And now it's a full count.
Full count from Yarovsky. This one fouled again by Brown. He's putting up quite a fight here.
Brown not making it easy on him and really driving up that Yarovsky pitch count.
It's about to be the 9th pitch of the at-bat. And it's a second walk for Jaden Brown.
And there is now his 11th walk of the season. He has been really good at just finding a way, right? I mean, if you watch Moneyball, right, they talk about, just get on base, looking at the on-base percentage. And, Brown is a guy who, when you look at batting average, it doesn't necessarily stand out. It's just over 220, but he has been getting on base. I mean, after this game, it may as well, and very well could be near a 50% clip. That is bringing value to this ball club. Really good at that. Drawing pitches from Urofsky. And at the end of the day, he gets on base. It's the same as a single. So, just a phenomenal AB from Brown. He's been doing that all year for the Giants. And I mean, when he starts squaring up the baseball, which we know he can certainly do, when he gets all of that coming together, it's going to be a sight to behold.
First pitch to McNally. That one misses upstairs. And Brock Hunter had a quick chat with his pitcher and his infield defense here after Urofsky not only give up the second walk to Brown, but the second full count walk in this game. 1-0, misses upstairs, now 2-0.
And there does appear to be action in the Thunderbolt bullpen. Can't quite make out who is over there, but manager Hunter for the T-Bolts already thinking here in the third of getting things to the bullpen.
2-0, runner goes, throw down. Casey Gibbs is coming home. There's no tag at second. Gibbs is caught in a pickle here. He's got to be careful. And he evades the tag at third, and he does not evade the tag as he tries to get home. Brown will stand on second as Gibbs is tagged out trying to steal home.
And I like the idea. With one out, runners at first and third, the Giants were trying to draw a throw over a second base to get the run in. They got that throw, but Silver Spring, they know what's coming. The throw goes straight to second on the line, and they adjust. They make the play. They get him out. Brown can't get over to third either.
3-0 count to McNally. That one misses upstairs, and now after that 4-pitch walk, you begin to wonder if Gibbs had just stayed, it would be bases loaded with just one out.
Yeah, and I mean, really the unfortunate thing, I mean, sometimes that happens. That's a risk that Brockway is willing to take when he runs that play. But ideally, if your runner at third gets caught in a rundown, you want to get Brown over to third base. He couldn't get over there. That's a big break for the Thunderbolts.
First pitch to Colin Gibbs, misses inside. Count goes to 1-0. And Urofsky now back-to-back walks, struggling to find the strike zone. Tries to pick off Brown, throws not in time, and Brown was a little eager to go there. He got the look by Urofsky and then assumed that Urofsky was immediately going home.
Yeah. Sometimes you're trying to get a jump, but you're really supposed to wait until he's going home to get that secondary lead.
1-0 misses inside and low, now 2-0. It's 7 straight balls for Urofsky.
But some base running mistakes costing the Giants here, could cost the Giants a big opportunity.
2-0 finds the zone, and that breaks the streak. Count goes to 2-1. Two-one to Gibbs. Misses low, now 3-1.
So they still have a chance to load the bases here and get things to the top of the order, which would certainly be ideal for the Giants.
3-1 count to Gibbs. He swings at this one, puts it on the plate of the third baseman, Ryan Quadros, who makes the throw in time to end the inning. And a sigh of relief for the T-Bolts' Beck Urofsky. The Giants add one more run. The score now 4-2. Welcome back on the Giants Broadcast Network. I'm David Lewis, and he's Sammy Krimstein. And the Giants now up 4-2, heading into the bottom of this third frame. And the first 3 innings have been very pivotal for the Giants when it comes to setting the tone for the rest of the game. I want to say that last night's game in Bethesda was the first time that there was a clear back-and-forth battle if you subtract the comeback effort in the Aces game. At first pitch from Johnson finds the zone on Ryan Quadros.
Keegan Johnson has found his groove, struck out the side in the second. I mean, his stuff is just looking electric right now.
0-1, that one finds the outside part of the zone, gets the call now 0-2.
That might be my favorite pitch, the backdoor slider, because I just don't think, when it's executed right, I just don't think it's hittable.
0-2, that one misses upstairs. Count goes to 1-2.
Quadros for the Thunderbolts out of Marymount University hit .355 in the spring, slugging almost 500.
Pretty big numbers. 1-2, he'll foul this one back into the netting.
And you see Johnson, even when he's missing, he is close to the strike zone, living there. That time a little bit outside, chased by the hitter.
1-2. That one misses just outside. Count goes to 2-2.
Not a bad spot for it at all.
2-2. That one misses outside. Didn't quite get the right placement on that pitch, and the count will go full.
Well, yeah, he tried for the backdoor slider once again, couldn't get it to land there, and it's a tough one to execute because it really has to be on the back of the plate because you either miss it as a ball or miss it over the middle of the plate.
Full count pitch to Quadros. He hits this one back up the middle. Soft contact for Powell. He fields it. A stretch by Will Burgess. What a play by those two to get the first out.
Really nice play. The stretch by Burgess, who stands at a pretty tall 6'4". Who knows? Maybe if he's an inch shorter, he doesn't get it. But, I mean, the real star of that one was Powell, who has to run up the middle of the field, make a backhanded stop on the run, get it accurately over to Burgess at first base. Just a phenomenal play for the Giants.
Amazing play, and that'll bring up Brian Foster, who swings at the first pitch and misses.
That one looked like the changeup in the dirt. And man, a great pitch. Good tail on it for Johnson. And he's just in command of the zone right now.
0-1, lofted in the air by Foster. Cade Hentz can't find it. He finds it again, though, and the out is made as Hentz seemed to shrug his shoulders a little bit as he couldn't find it. And Brown, Robbins, and Hentz can all laugh about it now.
Wow. I mean, once again, right, there's the sun really making an impact. I think if Hentz was maybe a few feet to his right, he is in the shade there, but unfortunately, that sunset is just glaring into his eyes.
First pitch to Josh Erd finds the zone. But, I mean, that was a heck of a job by Hentz to find the ball yet again, as it looked like Robbins and Brown didn't want to run into Hentz. This one fouled off by Erd. He's down 0-2.
And this looks one more pitch, and this could be another very quick inning for Johnson, making up for that 25-plus pitch first inning.
Yeah, I counted 27, but I've been known to miss a couple foul balls here and there. 0-2, misses just outside.
That's a really good pitch. Nowhere else you'd want it for Johnson.
1-2 now to the T-Bolt shortstop Erd. This one he fouls off right side out of play.
So 2-0-2 or 2 strike pitches really close to the zone. Let's see if he tries to get him to chase here.
Now he sets up a little bit outside, but that one not where he wanted it, and that one misses low and inside. Count goes even at 2-2.
Yeah, missed his spot there. But really no worries. I mean, he hasn't been doing that too often tonight.
2-2, 2 out. Strike 3 called. And Keegan Johnson ends the third inning, the third straight inning he ends with a K. And we'll go to the top of the fourth here. All right. And
Ready?
then, yeah. Welcome back on the Giants Broadcast Network. I'm David Lewis. He's Sammy Krimstein. Here for the top of the fourth inning, and a new arm on the mound for the T-Bolts. It's number 47, Emilio Rodriguez.
Emilio Rodriguez out of Wilson College has been really good for the Phoenix. That's their mascot down in southern Pennsylvania. 2 consecutive seasons in college with a sub-4 ERA. Only 1 outing so far this summer in the Cal Ripken League. That was Sunday against the Braves in a 5-3 win. 1 inning and 4 batters faced. He got through them quickly. No earned runs.
Hence puts the first pitch on the ground to the shortstop, Josh Erd, who fields it in time to make the play. 1 pitch, 1 out for Rodriguez.
As we mentioned, Cade Hentz loves to pounce on the first pitch, and he did. Hit it hard, too. Just pounded it into the ground. I mean, nothing really wrong with that at bat. You like the aggression. Now, hopefully, the Giants get some longer ABs here against Rodriguez.
Brady Powell stands in 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. First pitch to him, misses low.
Powell's just been tearing it up, as I mentioned, time and time again. Now on a 4-game hit streak. A pure hitter. Really is.
1-0. This one fouled back towards us. Hello.
Hello.
Now 1-1. One pitch from Rodriguez. This one hits straight up. And it is into the T-Bolts dugout. Everyone appears to be okay.
Watch out. Usually I feel like big pop-ups like that evade the dugout in foul territory, but yeah, that time hit the unlucky mark, I suppose. Luckily, it looks like everyone is all right.
Seems like it is now. Powell step back in, down 1-2. He's got to defend here. Pitch from Rodriguez. Lofted in there. Did not get the call. Count goes even 2-2.
Yeah. Almost lucky that pitch wasn't a little lower because that risks hanging the breaking ball for Powell, who could really pounce on one like that.
2-2 to Powell. This one fouled off again. So Powell in this at-bat has seen more pitches than he had in the previous 2 at-bats combined. He got those first 2 singles on the second pitch of both those at-bats. 2-2 here.
Ooh.
Wow.
Hello.
That one right back into the netting.
See, like obviously there's a net here. Like I wouldn't, if there was no net here, I would be dead. But it's just funny how your body's instinct is still to turn away. It's like, oh God, because obviously there's a net here, right?
2-2 again, or excuse me, 3-2, and that's a full count walk for Brady Powell.
Good AB for Powell, and he has reached now all 3 times. Staying hot up there, and speaking of guys who've been swinging the bat well, here's Landon Runyon. Came into this one batting over 500, or batting 500 exactly. Runyon. Coming all the way from California. How about that?
Yeah, it's crazy the lengths some of these guys will go. First pitch to Runyon, fouled back into the netting.
And, as we mentioned, his brother Garrett was a Gaithersburg Giants legend, played for the team last year. And I would love to be a fly on the wall in the conversation, because I would imagine that, right? I mean, you got to imagine Garrett recruited him over here, right? I mean,
yeah, definitely some influence played into Landon Runyon landing in Gaithersburg's roster, as that one misses low and inside. Count goes to 1-1.
I mean, what was that conversation? I mean, hey man, got to come to Gaithersburg, best place in the world. I mean, I know it is. I as a native Gaithersburger, a lifelong Gaithersburger, I can tell you, it's a place you want to be.
1-1, gets the call outside. Kind of a late call, but Runyon's down now 1-2. And speaking to some of these guys, they really like TJ Brockway as a manager, and that definitely played a part as Powell takes off, but Runyon has to foul it off to stay alive.
What I love is first base for the T-Bolts, Andrew Powers, using, I think, all of his vocal capacity as Powell took off from first base, screaming. If you heard a yelp, yeah, that was him over there. And that's good though. Gotta let the field know that there's a base runner heading to second.
1-2 again to the right fielder. That one bounces in.
Very vocal of T-Bolt's team. Yeah, I don't know how well y'all can all hear at home, but that's a good sign for a ball club, right? In the field, you want to hear what's going on. You want good communication, and they have certainly had that here in the past few pitches.
Count even at 2-2. Pitch from Rodriguez. Runner goes again. Swing and miss by Runyon, and Powell's in safe at second. 2 gone here in the top of the 4th, and a runner in scoring position for Aiden Robbins.
This is the guy you want hitting with runners in scoring position. He's only had 2 hitless games this season. Really impressive stuff.
First pitch to Robbins. He hits this one to the shortstop, Josh Erd. Tough hop. And the throw is dropped by the first baseman, Andrew Powers. He had to make a long stretch. It was a long throw to begin with. And now it's runners on the corners with 2 out here for Will Burgess.
And that is an incredibly tough play that Josh Erd effectively made. I mean, a hopping ground ball on this really choppy infield. He makes the play in the backhand, plants that back foot, whips it across the infield, and Powers just can't handle it at first base. That could cost him because Burgess would love to drive in a run right here.
First pitch to Burgess. Bounces in, and Robbins will easily take second there.
Yeah, the catcher just could not find it. Ethan Warner having a tough time seeing the ball in the dirt, and that allows the runner at first, Robbins, to advance. And defense has been an issue for this T-Bolts team. A few errors already. I believe we're already at 3. I could be mistaken there.
Yeah, a couple could go either way, especially the one on Matthew Kim. So that one misses inside. Count goes 2-0.
This is where Rodriguez has to stay composed, not getting the help he wants from the field, but he still has to make a good pitch.
2-0, gets the call outside. Burgess winces at that one.
The zone has surely been consistent tonight, and that's part of what you have to adjust to as a hitter.
2-1 now to Will Burgess. That one misses upstairs. That time, the catcher Ethan Warner caught that one. But
yeah, if he didn't, I think that would have been also at my noggin. Oh, God. I had flashbacks.
Full count now to Will Burgess with 2 runners on and 2 out here in the top of the 4th. Giants looking to add more. Pitch on the way, bounces in, and it's bases loaded for Casey Gibbs.
Casey Gibbs, one of the more veteran guys on this Giant roster, bases loaded. He is surely a guy that you like walking in. Also, make that Rodriguez's first walk of the season.
Yeah, the interesting thing about Gibbs for me is you noted that he's had kind of been struggling, and for a guy that was a late addition to this team and batted .375 as that first pitch finds the zone, he batted .375 to finish last year's campaign, and I believe just 12 games, so he only played a third of the season and was one of the more impactful bats for the Giants. He's down 0-1. That one bounces in. Now 1-1.
You really felt like he had his breakout game, though, Monday night. 3 for 3, got on base every single time he was up. He was just seeing the ball well, had that 2-run homer. It felt like a coming out party for him.
1-1. Gets that outside call again. And just like Burgess, Gibbs asking for some clarification on that one. He's down 1-2. Gibbs looking to protect with bases loaded. Big opportunity. Misses upstairs. 2-2.
Yeah, that's a tough pitch to take that fastball. A lot of backspin on it. Looks like it's almost going upwards sometimes. It's kind of an illusion, but not an easy pitch to lay off. Gibbs does so, and it's another chance.
Rodriguez looking to get out of a jam here. 2-2. This one lofted right at the second baseman, Matthew Kim. Unlucky for Casey Gibbs as he strands 3 runners and will go to the
those are really good. Alrighty.
Welcome back to Blair High School. I'm David Lewis. He's Sammy Krimstein. Keegan Johnson will continue his line of work against Steve Thomas. First pitch to Thomas. Misses inside. Thomas grounded into a fielder's choice his last time up. He hits this one into center field. Jaden Brown does not make the play. It gets under his glove. Thomas reaches for second, and he's in there sliding.
Really good base running. He hit that one hard, and he had double on his mind from the get-go. Was hustling down to second base, and he got there in time. Some guys, when they hit it, seemingly right at a guy, you kind of give up on it. But really good job by Steve Thomas of the T-Bolts to dig his way to second, and now they got a runner in scoring position down 2.
Swing and a miss by the catcher Ethan Warner. And that double by Steve Thomas breaks a streak of 7 consecutive retired for the T-Bolts. 0-1. This one hit hard to third base, and it's over Colin Gibbs' glove. Thomas is held up at third, and it's runners on the corners with nobody out for Andrew Powers.
Andrew Powers waiting for a moment here. He's been doing a decent job at drawing walks, but now 1 for 21 on the season, and he is definitely capable of a lot more than that. This guy's a lot of pop, and he's playing at VCU, D1 bat for a reason.
He swings and misses at the first pitch from Johnson, and Johnson in a very deep hole here with nobody out. May have to rely on his defense to limit the damage here. With runners on the corners. 0-1 gets the top corner of the zone. Now 0-2.
And for Johnson, I'm not really super concerned because he's getting hit hard, but he's staying in the strike zone, and he is not losing his composure. So let's see what he could do here, try to get out of this jam.
0-2 to Powers, almost offered at it. Decided to hang up.
It's a good 0-2. Exactly where you want it. Now something a little more competitive, a little closer to the zone. It's probably in order for Johnson.
1-2 to Powers. This one jammed him on the hands, and Gibbs makes the catch in foul territory. And that is a great way to get your first out.
Yeah, not sure if you could quite see that one on the stream, but Gibbs taken over his right shoulder, yes, his right, and makes a really nice play on a pop-up in foul territory.
Yeah, kind of a tough catch for Gibbs. I mean, he wasn't hit very hard. He didn't have much time to make adjustments, but made the catch. First pitch to Gabe Ruiz is low for ball 1.
Double play will get them out of the inning.
Yeah, this Giants defense has made quite a lot of double plays in the last week. This one hit hard in the air right field. Burgess is under it. Thomas is going to head home. The throw is not in time. It gets past the catcher McNally, and Warner will take second. T-Bolts take one back. Score now 4-3 as that brings up the 9-hole hitter Matthew Kim.
Ruiz's first sac fly on the year, and it also draws the runner up to second base.
This one tipped by Kim. Managed to go over McNally. Still 0-1. And that was a good job by Gabe Ruiz there to put the ball in play. As, again, mentioned it before, he leads this T-Bolts roster in strikeouts, now up to 18 after the one he had in the bottom of the second. 0-1 to Kim. Gets the outside part of the zone. He's down 0-2.
And all things said here, Johnson doing a good job at mitigating. And he has a chance to, in what was a tricky first and third no-out situation, only get 1 run against him.
This one hit right side out of play. Count remains 0-2 with 2 out and a runner on second. Matthew Kim struck out his first time, looking to avoid that same fate. 0-2 from Johnson. Swing and a miss back into the catcher's mitt, McNally. And that'll end the 4th inning as the T-Bolts take one back. The score now 4-3, and we'll head to the top.
You ready?
Welcome back on the Giants Broadcast Network. I'm David Lewis. He's Sammy Krimstein. Some kids running the bases after the 4th inning, and
I love it. It's entertainment right there.
as long as everyone is safe and has a good time, and that'll bring up Jaden Brown to lead off this 5th inning.
He had what has really been the at-bat of the game his last time up.
First pitch to him. Has to step back a little bit there as it's ball 1.
He's 0 for 0, 2 walks so far tonight. I mean, he's been doing that all year long. Lots of walks for Brown.
Now 2-0. He did manage to score in the top of the 2nd inning on the Brady Powell 2 RBI single. 2-0 pitch to Brown. That one misses upstairs. It's now the 3rd or 4th time where Warner has gotten really close to just letting it go back into the netting towards us. I mean, he almost has all the power in the world if it wasn't for the net. Just let it hit us. But 3-0 to Brown. That one right down the middle. Brown was going to keep the bat on his shoulder no matter what. And a hitter's count for the lefty bat. Pitch on the way, misses outstairs. 3 at-bats, 3 walks for Jaden Brown.
Yeah, and he just keeps getting on base. Probably not how he'd love to get on base. I mean, he's a guy who could hit the ball hard, really, just like one of those lanky frames that has a lot of like elasticity, and it's just like a cork. And that's where he gets all that power from. We haven't gotten to see all of it just because he's been walking so much. Come on, I want to see the Jaden Brown show here in Gaithersburg. I guess tonight in Silver Spring.
First pitch to McNally inside.
Giants will be back home tomorrow though for the first time in a while. I was saying to David pregame, this is my third call of the year. All 3 have been away. I've been going all over the place here. Which has been fun. I love seeing all the different venues.
Pickoff attempt not in time, and
back home tomorrow though.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of nice having 3 broadcasters.
Yeah.
Get some off days here and there. You don't have to waste so much gas getting everywhere.
Oh yeah.
So that one misses low, and now 2-0 to McNally.
Oh yeah. My car has burned quite a lot of gas these past few days, especially going to Lorton.
Oh, yeah.
That's a drive that's always fun. Love that the Beltway rush hour,
Quite a trek. 2-0 to McNally. This one he hits hard in the left field, and that's down for a base hit. It's going to be extra bases. Brown round second. He's going to round third. He's being sent home. McNally is going to stay at second, and it's an RBI stand-up double for Ethan McNally.
Really nice piece by McNally, the catcher tonight for the Giants. Call it his first extra base hit of the summer, and it's got to feel good. He got every bit of it. That's exactly how you want to do it. It's a line drive down the left field line all the way to the corner, and a smile on his face over at second base for the catcher McNally. Another run of insurance for the Gaithersburg Giants. Love to see it.
He did a great job at pulling that baseball, as that brings up Colin Gibbs. Squares to bunt, pulls it back in time. He's up 1-0. And going back to that Casey Gibbs bunt, brother of Colin Gibbs at the dish, I think with the grass so thick here in Silver Spring, Casey Gibbs just wanted to take advantage of that. Unfortunately, it came a little hot off the bat. Colin Gibbs squares the bunt again. This one goes foul.
Yeah, it's definitely a strategic move to bunt with the grass like it is here in Silver Spring. Kind of thick, choppy, some weird divots down in there somewhere, right? So you never know if you hit it hard enough on a bunt. It could take a weird hop.
1-1, squares to bunt again, and this one goes foul. And Colin Gibbs cannot repeat what he did the past 2 times, as now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and didn't quite get the angle right. Both his bunt attempts found the bat, but were aimed a little too far foul.
1-2 from Rodriguez. This one hit hard into right field, and that's down for a base hit. McNally will stop at third base, and it'll be runners on the corners with nobody out for Cade Hentz.
2-strike approach. That's what I loved from Colin Gibbs that time. Shortened up, and you sacrifice power, but you expand the zone. That's exactly what he did, and he had to go down below the strike zone to chase a curveball or slider, off-speed pitch, and he got it. I think that it's a very common thought, to square a ball up, it has to be in the strike zone. That is not true. That one was far outside of the zone, and he still squared it up. Really good piece of hitting, especially with 2 strikes. That's winning baseball, winning hitting, and the Giants now really getting the train rolling in the 5th inning. Almost halfway through this ball game. It's been going a lot quicker than yesterday's.
Yeah, Brock Hunter makes another mound visit, but he decides to keep Emilio Rodriguez in the game. There is another arm for the T-Bolts warming up, so we'll see how many more batters Rodriguez faces, as now there's runners on the corners, nobody out, and the top of the order, and Cade Hentz up for the Giants. First pitch to Hentz. Low, ball 1.
Well, he rode a 6-game hit streak into this game. 0 for 3 at the moment tonight. What better time to make it a 7-game hit streak?
1-0 to Hentz. Now 2-0.
Hitters count.
The interesting thing about Hentz is that first at bat he saw over 8, or excuse me, he saw 8 pitches exactly, and then the next 2 at bats he decided to offer at the first pitch. Now he's up 2-0. Hits this one hard to third base, who makes the throw to second and makes the throw to first in time for the double play. Run will score, but it's 2 out and the bases are empty.
And no double play is fun. No double play is necessarily a good thing, but that is the best double play you can draw up. It does score a run. Giants now make it a 3-run lead, and it's an RBI, I believe. Actually, is it an RBI? It may not be an RBI.
I believe since it's a double play, it's not.
May not be.
If it had just been a single ground out, I believe it would have been an RBI. Either way, Brady Powell will step in now. First pitch to him will miss low for ball 1.
It's an interesting rule, isn't it? Double play, no RBI.
Well, I mean,
I believe that's how it is.
Yeah.
Now that I think about it, that's interesting.
1-0. This one fouled back into the netting. I mean, I understand it because you're almost doing more harm than good in certain situations where it may not be too close of a game, but this one back and forth thus far is another 2-spot on the board in the top of the 5th here for the Giants. 1-1 to Powell. This is outside now. 2-1.
I mean, offensively, you mentioned that stat earlier that the Giants this season only 1 game without less than 3 runs. They keep that trend alive here.
Consistency is key as that one misses upstairs. Now 3-1. Powell walked his last time up after recording 2 singles. He's looking to get on base for a 4th time. 3-1 to Powell. That one misses upstairs, and he'll do just that. 4th time on base for Brady Powell.
Well, Tyler said this about Casey Gibbs the other day, but I'll say it once again here about Brady Powell. He's just been addicted to getting on base here today. 4 times now, reaching first.
Brings up Landon Runyon. First pitch to Runyon. He hits hard down the right field line and sounded like a busted bat. And he'll have to retrieve a new twig.
I love the fact that the Cal Ripken League's wood bat. I think it's really fun. Just for the sound of it, right? I mean, there's nothing better. We college baseball in the spring, we love it. The metal bats maybe gives them a few extra 20 feet of pop, but there is nothing better than the sound of a barrel connecting to a baseball on a wood bat, right? It's the best.
Yeah, I mean, I enjoy it, certainly, and I mean, some of these guys pay over $100 for their bats.
Oh yeah,
pretty much all
don't be
of them,
fooled.
so.
These are not just sticks of wood that they chop down from a tree. No.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
Runyon will step back in with a new stick. Down 0-1. Powell on first. We've seen him take off a couple times tonight. 0-1. This is high and outside now. 1-1.
Good take. That pitch has been a strike at times tonight. Outside.
Consistency is key for both the offense, defense, and umpires. 1-1, runner does go. This one's hit hard into right field. Powell's rounding second. He's going to go to third. And now it's runners on the corners, 2 out for Aiden Robbins.
And obviously I don't know what the sign was, but it certainly functions as a hit and run. I mean, if that was indeed what was on, perfectly executed, because you ground ball to the right side as the runner takes off from first base, and it makes it very easy for Brady Powell to get into third. And just like that, good 2-out hitting. The Giants have a chance to keep it coming. Already 2 runs in the 5th. Looks like that's going to be it for Emilio Rodriguez.
Yeah, that single by Runyon will chase Emilio Rodriguez out of the game, and we'll step away here. back here.
Yeah, I gotcha.
New pitcher on the mound for the T-Bolts, Jay Wandell, native of Bethesda, Maryland. And he faces a tough situation. He does have 2 outs, but it's runners on the corners for Aiden Robbins.
Yeah, an interesting matchup here. Wandell, rising freshman, just coming off of a incredible senior season at Walter Johnson, where he was...
First pitch hit hard by Robbins, and it's right at the first baseman, Andrew Powers, who makes a nice play and tags the base with his glove, ends the top of the 5th inning. And
Are you ready?
welcome back to Silver Spring as we get set for the bottom of the 5th inning. Keegan Johnson back on the mound for the Giants as the moon comes out of the clouds there in straightaway center, as you can see it between the lights on your screen.
Very symmetrical. I mean, good positioning for the moon tonight. Makes me very happy.
That's for sure. Jeff Sabater will lead off for the T-Bolts. First pitch bounces in. Count goes to 1-0. Sabater walked his first time up and then struck out in the bottom of the 2nd.
Still no hits for him tonight. I mean, only 1 official at bat, which is rare for him. I mean, as you mentioned, he leads the league in average at 450. 450. That's a pretty good mark. I would imagine. I guess that was probably taken down. Yeah, now at 439 after his 0 for 1 outing so far tonight.
McNally.
Do you announce those numbers? Do you announce the raffle numbers?
That pitch misses again. Count goes to 2-0. 2-0 from Johnson. That one misses again now. 3-0. And Sabater looking to get on base via a walk for the 2nd time tonight. And for the 2nd time tonight, we've been mistaken for the T-Bolts PA announcer. As that pitch finds the zone, count goes to 3-1.
Hey, it happens. I'm honored.
3-1 pitch from Johnson just misses low and outside, and Sabater gets his 2nd walk of the night.
Down to 2nd in the order now. The 3rd baseman.
Yeah, and you can see. I mean, I wonder if Johnson was pitching around him a little bit. I mean, despite the middle of the order coming up, Sabater has just been that good for Silver Spring this summer. I mean, the focal point of their order at the top.
First pitch to Quadros, he fouls into himself. And with that walk, Johnson has now walked, or excuse me, had my stats wrong. I was going to say he's walked more than hits he's given up, but had my stats wrong. It's now 3 walks to 4 hits. It's now 0-1 to Quadros, finds the zone, now 0-2.
Quadros 2 for 2 tonight with an RBI. 0 for 1, excuse me.
Facing an 0-2 count. This one he fights off. That one got him in on the hand, so great job by him to stay alive. Quadros still trying to fight off an 0-2 deficit. That one foul tipped and into the catcher's mitt, McNally, and he's out on strikes.
Johnson doing a really good job at being able to bounce back. And, I mean, really, after a rough bottom of the first inning where he gave up 2 runs, he has been as good as you can ask. Pretty close to getting through 5 innings here.
Brian Foster steps in. That one finds the outside part of the zone. Again, a call that has been pretty consistent tonight. It's just that outside, couple inches of the zone. And pitchers tonight have been exploiting that. 0-1 to Foster. That one just missing high. Count goes to 1-1. 1-1, Sabater takes off, swing and a miss, throw down, gets into the outfield. Brown is there to back it up.
Yeah, throwing out a base runner sometimes is as much a pitcher's, the result of the pitcher's doing as it is a catcher's. That time, the pitch left in the dirt, giving McNally little to no chance of making a play at second base. It would have been miraculous if he did.
1-2, Sabater fights this one off right side. Or excuse me, Foster fights that one off. Sabater now standing on second. One-two to the Mount St. Mary's product. Pitch on the way, bounces in low. Count goes even at 2-2. And with Josh Erd on deck, getting this out is very important for Keegan Johnson. Swing and a miss by Brian Foster. It's back-to-back strikeouts for Keegan Johnson, and there's 2 gone here in the bottom of the 5th.
Yeah, that's now 8 for him tonight. I love that. I mean, after a rough first inning, he has bounced back in big fashion. Really having another great outing like he did his first time, especially if you erase the 2 earned runs from the first, which obviously you can't, but it's been a different outing since then.
That one misses outside, now 1-0.
Bird has walked once today. He also struck out.
1-0. Erd offered for a second, backed off. It's a strike either way. Count goes to 1-1. Johnson delivers. Nally doing a good job to keep his eyes on the runner, Sabater. Count will go to 2-1.
This is now the 3rd time Johnson is going through this order. The fact that he has now gotten 2 consecutive strikeouts, 3rd time through the order. I mean, that's very impressive.
Yeah, we do see that a lot, especially in the college and MLB levels. Once these hitters go through a couple times, they get a sense of what the pitcher's throwing. That one fouled right side out of play. towering Patrick Bauer is warming up in the Giants bullpen. 2-1 pitch. This one hit to the shortstop. Cade Hentz fields it cleanly. The throw in time. And Keegan Johnson gets through 5. The score is 6-3, and we'll step away.
Ready?
Welcome back on the Giants Broadcast Network. I am David Lewis, alongside me, Sammy Krimstein, tonight.
Batting out of first baseman, Will Burgess.
As we get set for the top of the 6th inning, Will Burgess leading off for the Giants as they're now up 6-3. Their starter, Keegan Johnson, getting through 5 innings.
He probably could go for 6, depending on what his pitch count's at.
First pitch to Burgess, finds the zone. Strike 1.
Burgess 0 for 2. And a guy who's 6 for 30 on the summer. Still looking to find the rhythm he had this spring, which was an incredible one.
This one hit hard out of play left side. Count goes to 0-2. And talk about Will Burgess's JUCO season, as it was nothing short of amazing. And Bryce Curry, who's not in the lineup for the T-Bolts tonight, actually led Maryland JUCO in RBIs. So fortunate for the Giants, he's not playing tonight. This one hit hard to the second baseman, Matthew Kim, fields it cleanly, and retires Will Burgess.
Jumped out ahead a little bit on an off-speed pitch from Wandell, who, as I was mentioning in the last inning, I mean, really good. One of the younger players in this league, just a rising freshman going to Towson next year. But for Walter Johnson this spring, a team who had a very, very good year. If they didn't face Whitman so early in the playoffs, they certainly could have made a run at states.
Casey Gibbs now steps in. It's down 0-1.
I mean, Wandell was ridiculous. He was the division player of the year, not just pitcher of the year. He was so good on the bump that he was awarded player of the year. Just ridiculous stuff from him. Can't wait to see what he does at the collegiate level.
1-0, make that 2-0 to Casey Gibbs. Gibbs reached on an error by the left fielder Steve Thomas earlier in the game. It was a pop-up that just went off the left fielder's hand. This one fouled back into the netting. Count goes to 2-1.
Gibbs reached on the error earlier. Still searching for his first hit tonight. Trying to replicate what he had going on Monday night, because it was good stuff.
2-1 from Wandell. This is outside now. 3-1. And Gibbs would likely take any on-base appearance, no matter if it's a walk, hit by pitch, or a hit. So now he's up 3-1. This one hits softly down the right field line and touched foul. Home plate umpire signaled it was foul, and after some confusion, Casey Gibbs will come back to step back in the batter's box.
Yeah, Wandell trying to get back in the at-bat, and Gibbs hoping to avoid losing it. Never a good feeling when you're up so much as a hitter, right? 3-1, 3-0 in the count, and then you end up going down on strikes or getting out in any fashion.
Yeah, that's for sure, as now he faces full count, 1 out. Pitch on the way, inside.
T-Bolts fans not loving the call, but really a good take from Gibbs on what looked like a slider that is tough to lay off. You know, from Wandell has good bite, and he was able to bite his tongue, right? He spit on it, and gets over to first base for the Giants.
Jaden Brown swings and misses the first pitch. Brown has reached base 3 times, all via a walk tonight.
Yep. On-base machine, Jaden Brown, at least so far this summer.
0-1, he hits this one, lofted into left center field. Under it, Steve Thomas. He almost overran that one, but he makes the catch, and now there's 2 out.
Yeah, well, the sun certainly is not an issue anymore out there in left field, but these lights do shine pretty brightly here at Blair.
Yeah, we saw that last time we were here as A.J. Martin, he almost had an inside-the-park home run after 3 T-Bolts fielders lost it in the lights. Fortunately, he was tagged out mere feet at the plate. So that'll bring up Ethan McNally. Pickoff attempt at first, not in time.
McNally having a good night. 2 walks, hit his first extra base hit of the season his last time up. And it was squared up. I mean, it whizzed by the third baseman down the left field line.
First pitch to him, finds the zone, 0-1. A 1 pitch upstairs. McNally having to duck out of the way of that one. Count goes even at 1-1.
Yeah, that's one where maybe you want to step out of the box for a quick second and catch your breath.
Pickoff attempt not in time again. On 1 pitch from Wandell. This one lofted right side and foul.
Oh, man.
By just a few feet or so. I mean, the right fielder, Gabe Ruiz, was nowhere close to that one. It was the first baseman, Andrew Powers, that was going to have to make the play had that one been fair. But unfortunately for McNally, he's now down 1-2 with 2 away. One-two pitch from Wandell. That one misses outside.
Good job by the Thunderbolt catcher keeping that one in front. Usually they say you want to get your body on it as opposed to picking it, but he does a good job getting with the glove, keeping it from getting over here to the backstop near where we are.
Pickoff attempt again. It's the 3rd one of this at-bat on Casey Gibbs. None of them have been successful, obviously. Still a 2-2 count with 2 out here in the top of the 6th. Pitch on the way. Inside. Full count. Great take by McNally. Casey Gibbs will be moving on the pitch. Full count, 2 out. in the top of the 6th. Pitch from Wandell, swing and a miss by McNally at a pitch in the dirt. And we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. The score is still 6.
Ready?
Yep. Welcome back to Silver Spring here on the Giants Broadcast Network. And it's now the bottom of the 6th inning. New arm on the mound for the Giants. It's Patrick Bauer, a guy who returns to this Giants team from 1 year ago. And the first batter he faces is the left fielder Steve Thomas. First pitch to Thomas finds the zone.
Yeah. The Giants were very glad to have both Bauers back, Jackson and Patrick. Two of their more trusted arms throughout the season last year. One a righty, one a lefty. We're getting the righty here in Patrick.
Patrick steps off there as he wants a word with his catcher McNally. And Patrick went to Catonsville Community College spring 2023, and then last summer transferred to Frostburg State University, where he had a really good spring up in northern Maryland. So after that quick word with his catcher, he's up 0-1 on Steve Thomas. That one does not find the zone as it gets really low. Count goes to 1-1.
That's the pitch that he loves to use, the big breaker. I think he had like 5 or some almost no-hit innings last year in one of the games. And that was the pitch that was working for him.
1-1. This one hit hard into left field. Steve Thomas gets a great piece of that pitch. And that'll bring up the catcher Ethan Warner, who has 2 hits today.
And that was Thomas's now second hit of the night. He's 2 for 3. This kind of middle to lower part of the order, doing a bulk of the damage for the Thunderbolts.
That first pitch to Warner finds the zone.
Yeah, I mean, you got Warner here. He's 2 for 2. Thomas now 2 for 3. Outside of those two guys, there's only 1 hit for the Thunderbolts tonight, coming from the 3-hole Braden Foster.
0-1 to Warner. That one does not get the swing and miss Bauer wants. Count goes even 1-1. Bauer with a pickoff attempt, that one on time, and Bauer has One of the best pickoff moves, I think, among this pitching staff. So that one was not in time. 1-1. Gets back in over the plate, now 1-2.
Love that pitch. Nice and slow, big break. And I'm sure every hitter in that dugout says, oh yeah, I'm taking that 450 dead center, but I don't think any of them are going to do that.
Another pickoff attempt. That one a lot closer than the first. Still not in time. The big righty keeping a watchful eye on Steve Thomas at first. This one fouled off towards the Giants' dugout and bounces off of Tanner Vicendisi's hand and over the dugout. Tanner enjoying a day off today. One, two again to Warner. Just misses outside. As Patrick Bauer loses his hat, count will go to 2-2. Bauer going at a very even tempo, I'd say. 2-2, swing and miss. And Ethan Warner's down on strikes.
Good sequence of pitches from Bauer. Blows the fastball right by him. Now you got this lower part of the order who, none of these guys are hitting above 160 on the season. This is where Bauer is going to have to dig in and just attack the strike zone as efficient as possible, because he gets back to the top of the order and you got Sabater, who is leading the league in batting average. So he's going to want to do his damage, get out of this right here, right now.
So we had a small break. Steve Thomas needing to fix his belt on first. Steps in Andrew Powers. First pitch to Powers. Gets the outside part of the plate. Oh, 1 from Bauer. That one misses high and outside. Count goes to 1-1.
Yeah, the VCU bat looking for his second hit of the summer. He's now 1 for 22.
Pickoff attempt. Really close. Still not in time there. One from Bauer. That one finds the zone now, 1-2.
It really is just beautiful to look at as it just goes up into the night sky, comes back down in exactly the spot that he pictured it in. Good job from Patrick Bauer.
McNally sets up a little bit outside now. 1-2 pitch outside. That is where McNally was set up, but Bauer not getting the swing and miss from Andrew Powers on that one. Two. That one bounces in. Good job by McNally to keep that in front. Count will go. Count will go full.
I expect a fastball here from Bauer. He's used that to kind of go with the curveball.
Pickoff attempt, no tag applied this time.
I mean, because that curveball, so slow, probably rarely getting above 70. Fastball, though, he could whiz it by you.
Full count pitch. Powers didn't offer, and he gets a walk. It's now 2 men on and 1 out for Gabe Ruiz.
Ruiz had the sac fly, drove in a run. That was back in the 4th. Now another chance to add to that RBI total.
First pitch to Ruiz finds the zone.
That's more of a sweeper there as opposed to the big loopy curveball from the pitcher Bauer.
0-1 now to Ruiz. Pitch on the way. That one just missing low.
A good pitch, right where he wanted it, missed by a few inches. You'll take that. Count goes to 1-1. No harm, no foul. Well executed.
1-1 to Ruiz. That one outside. Now 2-1. Bauer's still working at the tempo that he started with, despite giving up these 2 base runners. I think that's what is most surprising. Is that, sometimes these pitchers, when they let guys on, they'll speed up their delivery or just change how they deliver the pitch. Bauer seems to stay consistent. That one misses outside again. Now 3-1, and he's got to be really careful here not to load the bases.
Yeah, once again, I would go back to the fastball. Seems like he's losing his touch just a little bit in terms of locating the curveball in the strike zone. Good pitch.
That one finds the zone now, 3-2.
Really good pitch from Bauer. Right where he needed to be with the fastball. Count goes to full. Trying to avoid loading the bases.
Full count. Pitch to Gabe Ruiz. Doesn't offer. Ball 4. And the tying run is aboard.
Maybe trying to get a little too cute there. I like the idea of the pitch, right? Low and away. That is essentially where you want it, but that pitch has to have more of a chance of finding the heart of the zone. I think he tried to get it to nibble the edges a little too much, and he ends up missing the zone entirely, which on 3-2 sends a runner to first base, loads the bases. Now
Matthew Kim swings and misses at the first pitch, and this is a big spot for the T-Bolt's 9-hole hitter, who struck out twice today.
This is where you really will pray for a ground ball, because standing on deck is, coming into this game, the league leader in batting average. You don't want him doing any damage.
0-1 to Kim. That one misses low. T-Bolts just have not been biting on that pitch. It just misses low seemingly a little bit, and a couple of these batters have started to move their hands, but ultimately not offered. 1-1. That one is dropped by McNally, but it's called strike.
And really relieving to see him finally get that curveball back in the strike zone after a few consecutive misses with that pitch, because that's the one that has to be working for Patrick Bauer to really have success.
One-two to Matthew Kim. Swing and miss in the dirt. And with a runner on first, it's a strikeout for Patrick Bauer.
And the curveball is officially back. Dropped it on 1-1 into the zone as a strike. And that time he just drops it a few inches lower, has that big 12-6 break. Into the dirt it goes. Swing and a miss. And this is a big at-bat. Could be a decisive moment in this game. It's going to be Sabater. No hits tonight, but he has plenty on the season. And Bauer, who's trying to get out of a big bases-loaded jam.
First pitch finds the zone. That's exactly what you want to do, is establish your zone and attack it.
Although it may not seem like it, I think the way this at-bat goes really determines what direction this game ends up going in.
0-1, make that 0-2.
Oh, man. That is just a really nice curveball. I mean, when he has it working and in the strike zone, it is truly a beauty. Nothing like a 12-6 curveball. Not as easy as it looks to get a barrel on.
Bauer one strike away from getting out of the jam. That pitch bounces in.
Wow. I may be mistaken, but it looks like that one hit his mask.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Yeah, it was tough to exactly tell where it got him, but if so, way to use your head. Now, McNally behind the plate. I mean, regardless, a good block, a crucial one that keeps a run from scoring.
1-2, 2 out, bases loaded. This one hit hard, and to Will Burgess, who throws to first, not in time. A run scores, and it's still bases loaded as Jeff Sabater reaches on an infield single.
And tough luck for the Giants. Give credit to Burgess, making a play I just didn't think he was going to make. Had to range to his right side, stuck his glove out, turned around, but Sabater, batting leadoff, carries speed. It's one of his big assets, and that got him into first base safely despite a nice play at first. And here's Quadros, another dangerous bat.
Quadros swings and misses the first pitch, and yeah, I agree with you. I thought that was for sure getting into right field, and we're going to have to see Landon Runyon try and make a throw home to limit the damage.
But a good play nonetheless, because that keeps a one-run play from turning into two.
0-1, make that 0-2.
That's another good pitch in his arsenal that I really feel like he has worked on since last year, the sweeper. Finding the end of the zone, similar to a slider. Great pitch.
Yeah, it's so nice to see, especially with these returners, the development they've had in the year they've been at their schools. 0-2. That one misses outside, now 1-2.
Not a bad two-strike pitch outside the zone. Curious to see what he goes to, because at this moment he has 3 pitches working. Bases loaded, big spot.
1-2, swing and miss! And Patrick Bauer limits the damage. The T-Bolts get 1 run. The score now 6-4, and we'll step.
Colin Gibbs.
Welcome back to Silver Spring on the Giants Broadcast Network. I'm David Lewis. Beside me, Sammy Krimstein, as we get set for the start of the 7th inning. And leading it off for the Giants will be the third baseman, Colin Gibbs. First pitch to Gibbs, low for ball 1. Jay Wandell continuing on for the T-Bolts. 1-0. Inside 2-0.
You can still see it a little bit on YouTube. You got the moon up there. You got to wonder if any of these hitters are thinking of hitting the baseball up there, right? I mean, it's a perfect spot. Hit it to the moon, right? Why not?
Love to get some insurance runs here. 2-0. This one fouled off the top of the Giants dugout. Now 2-1.
I mean, if someone hits a home run dead center, David, you are required to say it's a moonshot. I mean, it's just, there's no way around it.
I'll do the best I can. I mean, from this vantage point, it's a little hard depth perception-wise, but once I know it's gone, I'll know it's gone. Is this one fouled off again? Watch out, Austin Grass, the third base coach and hitting coach for the Giants this year. His first year with the team. Count will go to 2-2.
Light's really taking full effect here in Silver Spring. It was once a very sunny day.
2-2, fouled out of play. Yeah, I think I wouldn't be surprised if I get home and I have some sunburn on my face from BP.
Yeah.
It was right in my face. So.
Oh no, it was especially here at Blair. I mean, the sun really seems to beat down a little harder here at Blair.
Unfortunate thing for me is I don't tan, so
I feel you there.
it's all sunburn all the time. 2-2 to Colin Gibbs. Pitch on the way, inside, count will go full.
Giants have action in the bullpen. It's a lefty loosening up. Maybe Jackson Bauer? I can't quite see.
Saw Aiden Gonzalez warming up last inning, but he seems to have stopped throwing for now. Full count pitch, swing and miss by Gibbs. And he's down on strikes.
Yeah, his first strikeout here tonight.
Now to the top of the order, shortstop.
Now it's going to be back to the top for Cade Hentz, who, despite no for 4 line tonight, has had some nice at-bats, getting pitch counts high, fouling pitches off, seeing pitches. And I mean, that's his job, right, as the leadoff hitter.
First pitch to him be let off as a strike. Cade Hentz looking to find his first hit tonight. This one lofted right center field, and under it to make the grab is Gabe Ruiz. Some frustration from Cade Hentz there, as now there's 2 gone here in the top of the 7th.
Now it's going to be Powell, who has reached base in all of his appearances this evening. 2 for 2, 2 walks, and 2 very strong base hits, just line drives. I mean, the kind of swings that you see in BP. That's what guys work on, and for Powell, it really shows when he comes to the game.
First pitch to Powell, right down the middle for strike 1. And for a guy like Powell, I'm surprised he took that. I mean, he's one of the more aggressive bats that we've seen in this Giants lineup. 0-1. Count will go even at 1-1 as that one misses outside. One. That one in the dirt. Count will go to 2-1. To Brady Powell. Inside for strike 2. Very close call. Powell thought he had to back up off the plate for that one. It's a called strike.
Wandell a pitch away from going 3 up, 3 down with the Giants lineup here in the top of the 7th.
2-2. This one hits softly foul. Fielded by Austin Grass. Brady Powell looking to extend the inning for the Giants offense.
Good, I'm glad you enjoyed.
2-2, 2 out. This one tipped right back to us.
Yeah, that one also had my head like leaning back a little bit, but it did end up spinning away from us for a second there.
Always appreciate being out of harm's way. 2-2 again. This one hit hard to the shortstop. Josh Erd fields it cleanly and makes the throw in time. It is 3 up, 3 down, and we Alright. You ready? Take us back whenever. Welcome back for the bottom of the 7th inning here on the Giants Broadcast Network. I'm David Lewis, alongside Sammy Krimstein. New arm on the mound for the Giants. It's Cody Sharman, the Seton Hall product. And the first batter he will face is designated hitter Brian Foster for the T-Bolts.
Sharman 2 outings so far this year.
Swing and miss by Foster on the first pitch.
June 9th against the Senators, 2 innings pitched. 3 earned runs, didn't quite go his way. But against the Crop Dusters, same amount, and only 1 earned run. So a step in the right direction for Sharman.
That second pitch missed outside. Count go to 1-1. One hit hard down the left field line out of play, just barely. Almost hit off the third base bag. Count will go to 1-2. Giants fortunate that Foster was a little early on that pitch. 1-2 from Sharman. This is high and outside. Now 2-2. Two. Strike 3 called. Great pitch from Cody Sharman.
And that's one that Foster seems a little displeased with. Outer half once again. We'll bring up Josh Erd, who no hits tonight, has quite a lot on the season, hitting almost 350. But a lot of them singles. Only 1 extra base hit so far this season for Erd.
First pitch to him is called strike.
He's Montgomery County product, played at Wooten, right down the road from Gaithersburg, and certainly a power bat there.
This one hits softly to the second baseman. Powell fields it cleanly, makes the throw just in time for out number 2.
Nice routine over at second base.
Batting out the left fielder.
And this could be a very quick inning for Sharman. He certainly would like it.
And as you mentioned, that routine play by Powell, we've seen a couple errors by him early in the season as he comes off the Tommy John surgery. First pitch to Steve Thomas in there for ball one. So he's made a couple errors, but I mean, he's played a really good second base and had a really good bat thus far, as that pitch misses just high and outside. Now 2-0. Two-0 pitch, right down the middle. Count will go to 2-1, and Powell was the first Giant featured on our mic'd up series. I believe Jackson Bauer is mic'd up tonight. That pitch clips the top part of the zone. Count will go to 2-2, and Sharman is one strike away from 3 up, 3 down, and getting out of this inning.
In very quick fashion, too.
2-2 misses outside. Count will go full.
And not a bad spot, knowing the strike zone, right? That pitch is close to it. Have been strikes today, so it's smart by him to aim for that outer half.
3-2. That one misses upstairs, and it's a walk for Steve Thomas.
Now the catcher Warner walks up. He has a hit, an RBI base knock from earlier, also a strikeout.
The batter's box now is catcher Ethan Warner.
First pitch to Ethan Warner. This one tipped back into McNally. Seems to be all right.
Yeah, that one looked to get him in the mask once again.
Yeah. He walks it off, and home plate umpire Michael Reno will give McNally a second to catch his breath. Ethan Warner now down 0-1, runner on first and 2 out here in the bottom of the 7th. Giants trying to protect a 2-run lead. Pitch from Sharman. Nearly swung, Warner did, but he was able to hold up, and the count will go to 1-1. One from Sharman. This one hit hard into center field. Backtracking is Jaden Brown, and it's over his head. Off the wall, the relay in, and the catcher Ethan Warner with an RBI triple, and the tying run just 90 feet away for the T-Bolts.
And really tough for Gaithersburg. They were so close to a very quick inning. Sharman, the pitcher, was really going through this order in quick fashion, and all of a sudden, the base runner reaches and a moonshot, should I say, into center field. Didn't clear the wall, but I mean, it's clearing the wall here is tough. I think it goes almost 400 out there.
Yeah, I believe straightaway center is about 402.
Called that Warner's first triple of the season. An important one in this game, as now the bottom of the Thunderbolt order is going to have to step up.
Andrew Powers swings and misses at the first pitch, and that was great speed from Ethan Warner, the catcher. I mean, flew out of that box and made his way almost all the way around the bases. 0-1 to Powers, another swing and miss, and Powers is now down 0-2.
Breaking ball gets Powers to chase, and a big spot here in this game. Giants only up a run.
Tying run 90 feet away for the T-Bolts. 2 strikes, 2 outs. Pitch on the way. Called strike 3. And that'll end the 7th inning as the Giants hold a 1-run lead, and they'll look to add more as we head to the 8th inning.
Are you ready?
Welcome back on the Giants Broadcast Network. The Giants in need of some insurance runs, as over the past 2 innings, their 3-run lead is now down to just one. 6-5 as we enter the 8th frame, and Landon Runyon will step in for the Giants. First pitch to Runyon. That one's in the dirt for ball 1.
Runyon 1 for 4 tonight, keeping his hit streak alive.
1-0. That one clips the outside corner of the zone. Count goes to 1-1.
Hey, David. Get after it.
1-1. Swing and a miss by Runyon, and he's down 1-2.
And still out there for the Thunderbolts is Jay Wandell, who has given them exactly what they've needed out of the bullpen.
Landon Runyon having to protect 1-2 here in the top of the 8th. Pitch from Wandell. This one hit softly to the first baseman, and he makes the throw to the pitcher, Jay Wandell, in time for the first out.
Really nice play. You know, they'll run those in first day of practice, first day of spring training, you know, major leagues, PFPs. You know, got to make sure they're tight. They look easy, but you mess one up, it's one of the most crushing errors you can make. So really well executed there. Powers, first baseman, getting it over to Wandell.
Yeah, Powers has had a really good defensive day over at first base.
Still contributing despite the slump. And you also got to appreciate with Powers. I mean, he's now 1 for 23 on the season, but still loud, bringing energy at first base. That's a teammate that everyone in a dugout appreciates.
And Aiden Robbins now quickly down 0-2. And for the Giants, in order to get runs, you got to get runners on base. So Robbins down 0-2, having to protect like Runyon did just before. This one hit hard, but out of play.
That's the first real loud crack of the bat we've heard in a while. And honestly, just give credit to Jay Wandell, who took a Giants lineup that was looking unstoppable. I mean, just every inning, churning runs in like it was nothing, and all of a sudden, they've come to a standstill.
0-2, pitch to Robbins. This one fouled out of play to the other side.
And Wandell, I mean, the command of the strike zone he has is just really unique for a player as young as he is, because a lot of times guys will come in a little, throwing strikes not their strong suit. You'll have to adjust the other way. He's just been so good.
0-2 again. That one inside, almost hit Robbins, having to get out of the way.
Yes, I mean, Wandell, as a rising freshman, this is his first summer playing college competition, and man, has he delivered so far.
0-2 in on the hands, and they say he went around. Aiden Robbins down on strikes, and that'll bring up Will Burgess with now 2 outs here in the top of the 8th.
Batting now, the first baseman, Will Burgess.
Burgess 0 for 3 tonight. Strikeout, a walk as well.
Yeah, Burgess still looking to get hot in this Giants lineup. First pitch to him, he hits it hard to the shortstop Josh Erd, who fields it cleanly and makes the throw in time. 3 up, 3 down for the Giants, and they'll head
fielder, Gabe Ruiz.
Welcome back to Silver Spring, Maryland. David Lewis along with Sammy Krimstein. Tonight, Gabe Ruiz will lead off the bottom of the 8th inning. New pitcher on the mound for the Giants again. It's Luke Pierre out of Rhode Island.
Yeah, he is one of. He pitched for Poolesville High School and was one of the best arms in the county. I mean, maybe the best lefty arm in the county in high school, and now at the division level, Rhode Island, and they're really excited to have him going over there, for sure. Class of 24, so he's a rising freshman.
First pitch from Pierre, swing and a miss by Ruiz.
Yeah, Pierre's really good stuff. That fastball, he throws it hard, but it has some good arm side run to it that makes it really tough to connect with, especially on a pitch on the outer half.
0-1, that one misses upstairs. High heat, I'm sure you can hear the sound of McNally's glove.
Yeah. Wish we had our TrackMan working because the pop of the glove surely indicates that he is throwing some gas.
1-1 now to Ruiz. That one off speed misses outside.
I would guess this is high 80s, potentially even getting in 90 territory.
Two-one to Gabe Ruiz. This one hit over the net and out of play. Count will go even at 2-2. Two-two pitch to Ruiz. That one misses upstairs. Good take by Ruiz. Now the count is full. Pierre's got to be careful here. You don't want the tying run on base to start the inning. Three-two. Swing and a miss. Ruiz down on strikes for the first out of the inning.
That is the pitch that Luke Pierre will live on. Like I said, fastball, lefty, arm side run, and he keeps it on the outer half of the plate, and man, is it tough to connect with. Because you want to sit back and wait for it, and you do, but it evades your bat because of that arm side run. Really good stuff.
Brings up Matthew Kim, first pitch to him. Off speed, misses outside.
And then he's also developed this really nice breaking ball that has improved in the past few years. Can't land it that time, but an effective pitch to be sure.
1-0, swing and a miss by Kim. One count to the T-Bolt second baseman. That one just missed outside. McNally tried to frame it. Count will go to 2-1. Inside, finds the zone. Count goes 2-2. Two to Kim, swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Luke Pierre.
And guess what? Fastball outer half again. That is his pitch. I mean, I'll keep saying it, right? I mean, he will throw it to you every time, and you'll know it's coming as a hitter, and it's just really tough to connect with. It's a great pitch, and now as he faces a lefty, it'll be interesting to see how he changes his approach because that pitch becomes an even bigger weapon.
At first pitch to Jeff Sabater, misses low and outside.
Because, I mean, to a righty, right, that pitch is working away from you, but as a lefty, the two-seamer runs in on your hands, and it's not easy to hit.
1-0. That one finds the zone now. 1-1. One pitch. This one hit to the third baseman. The shortstop, Kate Hentz, will have to take it, and he just eats the throw. Infield single for Jeff Sabater.
And that's what Jeff Sabater does. Puts the bat on the ball. And was it blazed off the bat? No. Will it go into the scorebook as a hit? Absolutely, because he just puts it in the right spot. He's just a guy who finds a way to get it done. And, I mean, this is a game where the Giants have been up the whole time, or just about the whole time. And all of a sudden, T-Bolts are threatening. Bottom of the 8th, they're going to have to speed things up here.
First pitch to Ryan Quadros was a swing and a miss. He's down 0-1, and tying run now on base for the T-Bolts. 0-1. That one just misses. Wow. Borderline call there. Count will go even.
Good pitch. I mean, that's, as I mentioned, where Hare wants it. No harm, no foul.
1-1. Pierre will step off. One delivered now. This one gets away. It's a called strike, and it goes into the T-Bolts dugout. And Sabater will remain at second. He took off with the pitch, but pitch getting out of play means he cannot take any extra bases.
There is nothing McNally can really do about that one. A dipping breaking ball that lands a few inches in front of him. And the angle that he would have required, he would have had to be on top of that baseball to keep it in front. Just an unfortunate bounce for him.
1-2, swing and a miss. Pierre gets out of it. And the Giants keep their one-run lead heading into the final frame. We'll step away.
Interesting. Ready?
Yeah. Welcome back on the Giants Broadcast Network for the top of the 9th inning. Casey Gibbs will start it off for the Giants as they need some insurance runs here. Only up one, narrow lead. First pitch to Gibbs, inside for ball one.
On the mound, Jay Wandell still. He came into this game quite a while ago, but here he is still churning it out in the 9th. He's been real good. for the T-Bolts tonight.
1-0, make that 2-0. Pitch was in the exact same spot. Yeah, Brock Hunter has been very conservative with his bullpen this season. Actually,
Hey, but why go back to the bullpen if you have a guy working like Wandell is right now? He's just feeling it out there.
2-0, that one finds the zone. Now 2-1, and I totally agree with you. I mean, Wandell has not lost any control. He's commanded the strike zone very well, and now he has Casey Gibbs. 2-1, this one fouled away, now 2-2, and the Giants have actually not scored for the past 3 frames after scoring in 4 of the first 5. So, Jay Wandell looks to have shut down the Giants' offense. 2-2, this one just foul. And originally it was going to be a break for the Giants, as it looked like it was going to be an easy play for Andrew Powers at first, but he didn't even field the ground ball cleanly.
That was like a Bill Buckner World Series error right there.
Oh.
Yeah, let's see. It was the 1986 World Series right between his legs.
Oh.
Powers thanking God that ball was foul of the line. Because, Bill Buckner, despite being a great player, I mean, that's the legacy that lives with him forever. 1986, when you mention that name, right, a lot of fans will think of that error.
Yeah, people will remember the mistakes a lot more sometimes.
Unfortunately, as it goes.
2-2 to Gibbs. That one bounces in. Count will go full.
Gibbs putting up a good fight to a pitcher that has just posed no solutions to this Giants lineup. I mean, the Giants lineup that, as I mentioned, was hitting really well up until Wandell walks out into this game.
Payoff pitch to Casey Gibbs. High for ball 4. And
T-Bolts fans do not like it.
not at all, as they thought that was just belt high for what would have been called strike 3. Now that'll bring up Jaden Brown, who has 3 walks tonight. Flew out to left his last time up. First pitch to Brown. He hits it hard into center field. Under its Sabater to make the grab, and Casey Gibbs will have to go back to first.
Good swing of the bat from Brown. That's that just, kind of like a coil sort of power, right? And he just really elastic the way his body moves and gets a good piece of that. Just sprays it out to center field, but unfortunately right at a thunderbolt out there in center field.
It's one away now here in the top of the 9th for Ethan McNally. First pitch to him is outside, ball 1.
McNally 1 for 2, scored a run, has walked twice as well. He's hit a double.
Kickoff attempt, not in time. One 0. That one misses upstairs. Now 2-0. That one just gets belt high. Now 2-1.
Wandell has walked 2, but still no hits off him. That Brown flyout was really the loudest contact, in play at least, that we've seen off of the rising freshman at Towson.
That one a really close pickoff attempt, and as I noted before, the Giants have had some unforced errors on the base paths this year. A couple pickoff attempts where guys were caught sleeping. Wouldn't want that here. This one hit on the ground to the second baseman, Matthew Kim, who fields it, makes the throw to the pitcher in time, just barely. Some miscommunication between the first baseman, Andrew Powers, and second baseman, but the out was made.
Yeah, and the defense has been a bit of an issue tonight at times for the Thunderbolts, and they dodge a bullet right there. The first baseman, Powers, and the second baseman, Kim, both go at it at the same time, and good on Wandell to get over to first base and cover. Not all pitchers are going to have that instinct.
Brock Hunter makes another mound visit, and he meets with not only his pitcher but his entire infield defense here yet again. And Casey Gibbs, standing on second, is the first base runner that has gotten to second base since Jay Wandell was put in at the end of the 5th inning.
And the only way he got to second base was because of a ground out. So, I mean, Wandell is just... I'm really impressed. This is my first time seeing him pitch here. Great stuff from this kid.
Now he'll face Colin Gibbs batting in the 9-hole for the Giants. First pitch to him, upstairs and outside.
And this would be important for the Giants if Gibbs could find a way. Ground ball through the infield, line drive, something, even a bloop. Anything that could get this run in would be massive for Gaithersburg.
That one finds the zone now, 1-1. Colin Gibbs searching for his first RBI, and it would be great if he drove in his older brother standing on second base.
What a duo.
1-1. Outside, 2-1.
That's a really good pitch and a good take as well from Colin Gibbs.
2-1. Outside, 3-1.
The arm side run there for Wandell actually kind of worked against him because I think if that's a straighter fastball, it finds the strike zone.
3-1 to Colin Gibbs. Pitch on the way. Finds the inside part of the zone. Gibbs thought he had a walk. He'll have to step back in now. Full count, 2 out. Runner on second in the top of the 9th inning. Full count pitch. Misses outside.
And this is the first time we've seen Wandell deal with traffic, and I'm interested to see how he deals with it. Didn't have to really even deal with it much this spring at WJ, so it's a matter of can he stay composed out there, especially you got Cade Hentz right top of this giant order coming up. Hentz desperate for a hit, though, for 5 today.
First pitch to Hentz. That one misses outside. And no one warming up in the T-Bolts bullpen. Brock Hunter trusting this incoming freshman on the mound to finish this game out. 2 runners on, 2 out, 1-0 to Hentz. Inside, ball 2. T-Bolts dugout, T-Bolts fans not liking some of these calls here in the top of the 9th inning. (2-0). This one hit hard but out of play. Foul.
It really had to go down, chop that one into the ground in order to even make contact with it. They're making Wandell work, I'll give him that. And eventually you figure he's going to hang one out over the plate.
See what he offers here. 2-1 to Cade Hentz. Looking to tack on some more runs. That one elevated too high. Count will go to 3-1. Be interesting to see the approach here from Cade Hentz, as Wandell has struggled a little bit here in these past few batters. 3-1. This one he hits to the shortstop Josh Erd, who fields it on the run, makes the throw in time, and we will head to the bottom of the 9th. The Giants just up 1 run. All right, let's come back. Welcome back to Silver Spring, Maryland. The Giants up 6-5 heading into the bottom of the ninth here. Jackson Bauer on the mound for his first close appearance here. A couple of defensive changes. Aiden Robbins moves to right field as Matthew Best takes left field and Tanner Vicendice in at second base. First pitch to Brian Foster. They say he did not go.
The Giants are really hoping that they won't regret not scoring last inning. Wandell lockdown got him again. They had 2 base runners, though, and an opportunity that they were not able to capitalize on.
1-0 fouled right into the Giants dugout. Count will go to 1-1.
And I'll be honest, I'm very surprised that they didn't leave Pear out there. He was really looking good. Everything was working.
That one misses in the dirt now, 2-1. Yeah, I agree with you. He was commanding the zone very well. He had 3 strikeouts, gave up just that 1 single to Jeff Sabater. That one finds the zone. Count will go to 2-2. Jackson Bauer, the recent Hofstra commit, had a great spring at Catonsville Community College. 2-2. Strike 3 called.
Big pitch for Bauer. 2 more outs, but it's 4 and 5 in the T-Bolt order.
Yeah, 2 of their most impactful bats tonight. First pitch bounces in, ball 1.
Yeah, this would be his first save on the year.
That's why I'm so surprised that he's in. We've seen
Yeah.
a lot of Wyatt Adams and Tanner Sanderoff in save situations. That one a swing and miss by Josh Erd. Count goes 1-1. It's really been mainly those 2 guys early in the season that have come into close. So TJ Brockway giving a different look. Swing and miss again. And the count goes 1-2.
Really nice pitch. Got him to chase it. 1-2.
Strike 3 called.
2 backwards Ks in a row for Jackson Bauer, and now the Giants can put this one away.
Now the left fielder, Steve Thomas.
Steve Thomas comes to the plate. He's had himself quite a night. 2 for 3. Had a double, single, walked. He scored 3 times. That one.
And that's called a strike. And
It's called a strike, and now there's some back and forth dialogue between the T-Bolts.
yeah, the Thunderbolts are not happy with the calls. Now we got some chirping going back and forth between the dugouts. Getting a little... And a warning given to the T-Bolt dugout here. And bottom of the ninth, getting some, not quite the fireworks we had last night, literally, if you weren't there.
0-1 delivered outside, and the interesting thing about that warning was, I mean, Jackson Bauer was pretty much ready to deliver home, but home plate umpire Michael Reno decided to take off the mask and deliver the warning. Swing and miss. And they say he went around, and the T-Bolts down to their final strike. Gaithersburg looking to make it 3 in a row, already atop the Cal Ripken League North Division. This one fouled away, and we'll have to go again. Giants have won 4 out of their last 5. Just that extra innings loss to the Aces stands in between them and a win streak of 5 coming into this game. One, 2 as the dugouts get into it. 2 outs here in the bottom of the ninth. Inside, count will go to 2-2.
If you're Bauer, you gotta hold on and win this battle. Getting a runner on base with 2 outs. Looks like we have a stray baseball right in front of us.
Even some chirping going on just about retrieving foul balls. There's a lot of tension in the air. 2-2, 2 out, bottom of the 9th. Giants just up 1 run, pitch on the way. Strike 3 called! 3 strikeouts all looking, and the Giants win this game 6-5. They'll head to Criswell Automotive Field in Gaithersburg tomorrow to take on the Braves. Tyler Lochte and Sammy Krimstein will have the call for you there. Thank you all for tuning in. It has been a delight for me, David Lewis, and Sammy Krimstein alongside.